Great. I don't know what I did with the D-loop material. Hi there, my name's Darren Jackson and welcome to the Bow Shop. Today we're going to put our D-loop on. This is a very good skill for you to learn. You really need to know how to do your own D-loops because you're going to chew them up. The whole point of having a D-loop on your bow is to keep from damaging your string. Okay? If you use a mechanical release, you are going to damage your string or you're going to damage your D-loop. And if you take it to the pro shop and have a pro shop do it, $5–10, and they'll replace your D-loop, that's better than $120 for a new set of strings, okay? Or even worse yet, your bow blows up and now you gotta buy a new bow, or you know, you gotta at least wait for the warranty parts to come in. So really, you need to learn how to do this, okay? Tools we're gonna need for this. Simple stuff. We need some D-loop and material, okay? Like I said before, I got a big giant spool of it because I do this all the time. I think you can buy it by the foot on Amazon, I'm not sure. You're only gonna need about, I don't know, what is that, about an 8-inch piece. Don't sell yourself short because we're going to be making a little bitty knots with this, and you know, you got big sausages like my fingers, and it's you start fumbling around with it. So about 8 inches to a foot is what you want to cut off. Okay, you cut it off with a little pair of wire cutters. Okay, side cuts. The other thing you're going to need is a lighter. I'll explain that here in just a minute. And get your old trusty Allen pack, or if you don't have your Allen pack handy, you can use a straight screwdriver, or if you want to get fancy like I get, this is actually a set of D-loop pliers. Not very expensive. If you think you're going to do several of these, like you're going to do them for your buddies or whatever, $15. You'll see how they work. I mean, it's kind of cool. You can kind of see here that you put the string on one side and the D-loop on the other side, and you use your grip to close the pliers, and it tightens the knots up. Pretty cool, worth the investment if you want to, but this will work just the same. Okay, I'll show you how to do it both ways. You just need a straight edge or a straight piece of metal. So, D-loop, we got our 1-inch piece. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the end where we've cut it, and we're going to kind of flare it a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if that's going to come in on the thing or not, but I kind of fluffed it out a little bit. The reason why we do that is because we're going to melt it. Okay, see I started a little fire on there. All right, we got a nice melty ball. Don't touch that. Then use the metal on your lighter to flatten the mushroom out, okay? And boom, look at that. You got a nice stop right there for that knot to sit nice and tight on. You're gonna like that when you get done with it. Okay, let that cool for a minute. We're gonna come back. I gotta change the camera angles around and stuff so you can see what I'm doing here. But we're gonna let this cool, it'll turn solid again, and it's already actually cool to the touch. So let me change the camera angles so you can see what I'm doing here on the bow, and we'll go from there. All right, so now we're gonna install our D-loop. Now bear with me a little bit here. I'm using a new camera angle, a new camera, and I'm using a GoPro Hero 8 to record this, so this should come out pretty good, but bear with me if something looks funny. So, all right, so the first thing we're gonna do is, we know this is the top side, our arrow goes right here. This is the top side of our brass knock set, okay? And we're gonna set our D-loop to the top side of that brass knock set. Yeah. So the first thing we do is we go around the string, over, didn't leave myself enough room there, okay, and boom, there we go. Now all we're going to do is we're going to pull that snug. Now remember when we melted that mushroom on there, see how that makes a stop? See how that makes a stop right there? Sorry if I bumped the camera there a little bit. When it makes that stop like that, then you don't have to worry about it. Now the next thing we do is we come around, okay? This is where most people screw this up. We go through the eye, okay? Go back around and through the eye. When you're finished, I'm gonna loosen this knot up so you can kind of see here a little bit. The two strings should be on the same side of the eye. All right, see how that is? Where most people screw this up is they go through the eye of the D-loop, then they go around the string, and they come back through, okay? And it looks like that. Okay, that is incorrect. That knot will come undone eventually. All right, so remember, we'll redo it here. Okay, we make a loop, we make a big eye, we go through the eye, around the D loop, and back through the eye. Okay, you can see it real good right there, what it looks like. So now, here's what also freaks everybody out is we want to take this thing and we want to make this D-loop as small as we can possibly get it, okay? Now the reason for that is you think, oh my God, it's never gonna, you know, my strings never, or my knocks and stuff and my release is never gonna fit in there. Yes, it will, trust me. This thing is gonna grow exponentially. So we need to get our side cuts again, okay? Turn your side cuts this way so you can get a better, more accurate measurement of where you're at. But we're going to leave about 1/4 of an inch. On there like that. So you can see how we left, man, maybe not even 1/4 of an inch, that might be 1/8 of an inch. But leave a little bit on there. We take our lighter and we carefully, A, without burning ourselves, and B, without burning the string, we melt that in. Okay, we melt it down, flatten the mushroom just like we did on the other one. Alright, and I know what you're saying, oh my God, it's still going to be way too small. Trust me. Alright, if you don't have a pair of D-loop pliers, this is where you would push a metal straight edge in here, round preferably, and pull to set your knocks. Okay, we're going to use the D-loop pliers. Okay, I can't get it from underneath so you can see well. Sorry. I can't do it this way though. Alright, so then we take them and we tighten those knots up real good and tight. Bam, look how big that D-loop got. You know, and you thought I was stupid. Alright, and with the D-loop pliers, that's exactly enough space for your knock to sit in there. So basically that's it. D-loop is set. That's all there is to it. It's a really good way, it's a really good thing for you to know. So practice with it, play with it, learn how to do a D-loop. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Hey, simple stuff, you know. I can't express to you how simple it is to work on your own equipment. We've installed the D-loop, we've got the rest installed, we've got our knock height set, our windage elevation, our windage center shot set. I mean, we're getting almost there. So we got a few more videos to come. before we're ready to go out and shoot this bow, but you know, I want you to make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's right there, okay? Subscribe, and check out my other 2 videos to get you up to this point to putting the D-loop on. So check out my other 2 videos, and you know, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Thanks again.